Hey everybody, Zany Man. What's up, guys?
Hello?
Hello.
This is Top
Hi.
5 A through Z, and it's me, Zany Man, and Tom and Pete. And we're welcoming our former guest and our
Producer.
always producer as a new co host today. And I'm talking about Jason Soto.
What
Welcome
up?
to the
What
again, Jake.
up?
What
Welcome
up?
to the dub again.
I like listing things like the next guy, so I figured, what the hell, I'll join the show.
Jason Soto.
Hells yeah. So that's awesome.
Happy to be here. And plus, someone's got to wrangle you guys anyway.
Wrangle?
Exactly.
Ha!
Wrangle, you know?
That's so zany.
This is not Wrangler jeans.
Oh.
Wrangler. No.
Peter Wrangle and Jason Soto. And I don't know why I'm just naming everyone's name.
Top 5. Tom.
Top 5.
What are we doing today?
Tom Whiteside.
We're going to do
Today-
everything.
Movies.
Everything
begin
is
with the letter E.
Today is a few firsts. First, like I said, you're here, Jason, as a co-host.
Yep.
And it's also first time we've had no guest.
I guess that's true.
And
Last week we had our first social distancing episode.
true. And then we had a special in-between show that was hosted by AI voices.
Yeah.
We were just discussing that offline.
Maybe
Oh,
E.T. will show up today. I don't know.
Yeah.
I am
Well,
E.T.
we shall see.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Oh, I may have I'm going to joke and say I might have a character or two popping up. But
It's your show, Pete.
no, it's Bill's.
We're all here.
Bill's
for
the
you,
man with the
baby.
plan.
Oh, Bill?
You know? Bill's the
Zany.
man with the plan.
No,
'Cause he's zany.
no. So, what the thing I don't know is what order we've been sticking with. I should know.
Five
by
to
now,
one.
but-
It always goes
5 to
me
1.
and
Well-
then Jason, I thought.
If I remember correctly, and I could be wrong, it was usually the guest, and then Tom, and then Pete, and then Bill.
Mhm.
So if you want to stick with that and put me in the guest slot for today, I'd be fine with that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess. So.
If you're okay with that.
Sounds
Yeah.
good to me.
I guess. I guess so.
Yeah. I'm down with that.
Awesome.
But I don't know if did Pete chime in there?
Yeah.
Okay. This is
I'm having technical difficulties over here. We were just talking about that a bit ago. I may sound like a mirror or something. I don't know what I sound like on the other end of this, but I'm still my goofy self. Oh, you know.
that's all that matters.
Right. Right.
All right. We ready
Do
for
it,
number
Jay.
fives?
Jason. Yeah.
I'm totally ready for Jason Soto's number 5. I'm
Five.
ready.
Five.
Number 5.
Five.
You should get one of those like echo voice chambers that just says number 5, 5, 5.
Yeah.
5.
That's what I was just
Good
doing.
All right. So, by the way, first off, I really had trouble making this list because I looked at all my E movies that I have, and it's like I have way more than 5 that I could put on here. So this was very difficult for me. With that said, my number 5 is going to be a fancy pick, and it's going to be Eraserhead.
Ah.
Written and directed by David Lynch. It's one of his first films, like early films. It was like in the 70s or early 80s, I think. And I have no fucking idea what it's about. It's like a guy who's got big hair and he is dating this girl who gets pregnant, and then there's a thing in his radiator, and then all hell breaks loose, and that's more or less what I got out of it.
You know what it makes me think of? Like the movie Eraser with Arnold.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Just the name. I'm not saying what it's about. I mean, but well, how old were you, Jay? How old were you when you first seen that?
I was like in my 20s. I was like 25, I think, somewhere around there.
Couple years ago, then. Okay.
Not quite, but
oh, hey.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really trippy movie. It's a real good movie to get high to. Let me just say that right now. And it's like where David Lynch just got his start. So if you know anything about David Lynch, you know it's just gonna be weird and not make sense, and it's just gonna be weird imagery all over the place. And
Twin Peaks, right? Twin Peaks?
Yes, he did Twin Peaks. Yes, absolutely. And I am a fan of David Lynch. I do quite like his work. I like a lot of his movies. I love Twin Peaks. So I really enjoy his work. So
Twin Peaks has become the norm of like his work, like just his top. I think like everybody. That's like one of the most famous things. I think, right? I'm correct.
Yeah, I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's got a lot of great stuff. So yeah, I definitely check it out if you're into kind of weird, different types of movies. But that's my number 5, Eraserhead.
You know, it's funny because I heard that gum that you like is coming back in style.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
I didn't know Big Red ever went out of style, so I'm glad that it's coming back in style. I'm very happy to hear that. Thank you. That's some good news.
If anybody's lost on that, that's a Twin Peaks reference.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking of a different Twin Peaks.
I don't want to know.
The
what
restaurant's
Twin
pretty
Peaks
good
is.
too. If you're,
Twin Peaks.
I have not been to the restaurant, so it would be awesome if
I've
it
never
was
been
like
there either.
It would be awesome if it was a David Lynch Twin Peaks themed restaurant, and it's like you just like walk in. There's like a lady, like the hostess is holding a log, and she's like, my log will seat you now.
Yeah.
And
there's a murder mystery as you're sitting there,
and then people take your order talking backwards.
there's somebody floating under the
there
table.
you go.
I would
You know,
totally
they have, like,
be in
little-
for that. I wish somebody would do. You know what? If I ever win the lottery, that's what I'm doing. I am making a David Lynch Twin Peaks themed restaurant. That's what I'm going to do with my money. You heard it here first.
Get the right. Get the
You know,
right.
there's a Twin Peaks festival every year.
Yeah.
Does it involve women wrapped in plastic?
Yeah, I think. Well, I hope not.
Well, then that's a shitty ass festival. I want to see women wrapped in plastic. I didn't say they had to be dead. At least just have them wrapped in plastic.
Wrapped in saran wrap.
Anyway, hey guys, are you ready for my 5?
Yes,
Wow.
please, by all
Yeah, I
means.
mean, Jason, your 5 was. Anyway, my number 5. All right, for everyone that loves us, and you know, even if they don't love us, they do. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
My number 5. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
All right, listen. This is like
I'm
gonna
on the edge of my
blow.
bed.
I mean, Pete, Zany, Jason, and all my fans, or whoever you are. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Earth Girls Are Easy, 1988.
Nice.
This movie.
Nice.
All right, that's my number 5. All right, Pete, just sit and listen because
Yeah. I remember that too. That's like
I'm
where
telling you, Jim Carrey. I think this was his first time, and Damon Wayans. They play aliens. Jeff Goldblum is an alien.
And then he plays
In
one
the
in the
movie.
movie too.
You've seen it, Jason. You've seen it.
It's like, what's your-
Dude, this movie,
Yes, I haven't seen it in a long time. But
They
yes, I
say
have
it's
seen
an
it.
American musical, romantic comedy, science fiction film, but
Wow, that's a lot of genres.
I mean, you take what you want from it, Jason. Well, what do you
That
think
is a
about
lot.
How do you
His
feel?
old love interest, Gina.
Well, I don't
Davis
know
was-
about the musical part of that.
I mean,
I
look
mean,
at Pete. Pete, you knew Gina Davis was in it. Yeah, she's like the lead female. She plays the lead role.
I love
But
Gina
Jason,
Davis.
correct me if
She's
I'm
awesome.
wrong. You seem talkative tonight, so correct me. I mean, was that Jim Carrey's first or Damon
it's
Wayans?
one of
like,
it's,
first?
it is one of his like early roles. Yes,
They play aliens, people.
like even before In Living Color.
It's pretty cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's way before The Mask and
Yeah.
Ace Ventura and stuff.
Yep.
But Earth Girls are easy. Number 5.
Okay.
All right.
like it.
Yeah.
I have not seen it. Am I the
Trust
only
me,
one?
Really?
It's a number
Wow,
one.
I'm
It's definitely
surprised.
the best, but don't worry about it. I mean,
It's an interesting movie.
oh,
I'm the only one here that hasn't seen it, huh?
I can't believe Pete knew so much.
Hey, remember, I am 43, so.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You'll never be a number.
I was an 80s kid.
Yeah, we're all 40 somethings.
Yeah.
We're all,
I'm not.
We're all
I'm not
20 or 30
40-something,
something
dude.
at heart here.
I'm not. I mean,
You know, I thought you were.
nope.
He's like, nope. He's like, nope.
He's
I'll
all
never be a
secretive
number,
about what-
bro. Well, I mean, I'll be a number for you.
All right. What's Pete's number 5?
Okay, we're gonna get to the chopper and say that this right here has so many old action stars from the 80s, but it came out in 2010. I think 2010. Hold on. Yeah, 2010. I'm
You
looking
should
at my
talk in this
Sorry.
voice from now on. You should just do all your reviews. in this
I'm like this, like, It is the mecca of all mecca of action movie stars together in one movie called The Expendables.
Mm.
It is directed and written by Stallone.
Hmm.
One of his few movies he's did, that's where he gets his classic ensemble of actors from older. I'm starting to sound like the computer myself. Sorry. Okay, here we go. You have your Jason Statham, Jet Li. You have your Eric Roberts. You have Randy Couture in one of his first few movies. You have Stone Cold Steve Austin himself, pointing the middle finger everywhere. You know, you have Charisma Carpenter, Buffy. Wait a minute, she's not an action star, but anyways, I'm not going to go there. You got Mickey Rourke. You have good old Bruce Willis in the cameo and Arnold Schwarzenegger himself in the cameo. You have Jet Li in there. I think I said Jet Li already. Did I say Jet Li yet? Huh?
I don't think you did, actually.
Well, yeah, I'm saying Jet Li now. But anyway, it's a group of elite mercenaries who are based in New Orleans who deploy to the Gulf to save hostages on a vessel from Somali pirates. And that's just the start of it all. And from there, you find out there's more conspiracies and all the other stuff that's fun about action flick in here. And you have your one-liners up galore.
There's
have,
a million of them, dude. But wait,
yeah.
wait, Pete. Well, which one is your favorite? They made 3.
I don't
Which
remember.
one?
I don't.
Is it the first? I like the first one really.
Yeah,
the
the
most.
first
But
one
then
was the
the
best.
third one had that one woman. What's her name? Rousey or something?
Yeah, Ronda
Rhonda?
Rousey.
Oh,
She's amazing, bro.
yeah.
But that whole trilogy itself, and they're going to do another one, the fourth one soon, from what I heard. He wants to do a fourth anyways before he retires. You know. We're going.
Sorry, I got a question.
Yeah.
Is there anyone not in it that's a super popular action star that wasn't in any of the Expendables? This just for my own. I'm just curious.
I know Chuck Norris shows up in the second movie.
Terry Crews is in this one, so you know you could.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Did you say Van Damme?
Yeah, Van Damme's
He's
in
the
one.
bad guy in one of them. I can't remember which one.
Part 2, I think part 2.
Yeah.
And Steven Seagal?
He's in 2, I think.
Is
think.
he?
I'm not
Is
sure.
he?
I think. I'm not sure. I gotta double check. He might be.
No way, dude. Man, I'm far away here. No way.
I know there was so many action stars in these movies. That
You're right, bro. It's Seagal ain't in it. That's weird.
That's interesting.
What was
They
that?
got him in fourth.
No, dude, Antonio Banderas that's funny part he plays. Funny guy.
Is Jackie Chan?
No.
No, I don't think so.
So Jackie Chan and Seagal are probably the only two, and maybe because you said Jet Li. What about Chow Yun Fat?
I haven't seen him yet in there either. So maybe they're gonna do it for you never know.
See, those are the three missing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might as well include Billy Blanks in that.
Yeah.
And Hulk Hogan.
Oh God.
I'm a real American.
Well, I guess if they put Stone Cold Steve Austin, I guess why not?
Yeah.
Oh, Jason, you were talking. I didn't mean to say that.
No, I was done.
But yeah, that's
know.
my number 5. Five time.
Wait. Which one is your favorite?
The first
Okay.
original.
Okay.
First, yeah.
Good
Because when you see Stallone and Bruce Willis come out in the cameo, you're like, yeah.
Dude, they have one of the movies.
Okay,
They
yeah.
have the of a Ford or something. I really like the truck.
From The Foreigner.
I don't know which one. I don't know. They were showing the truck. It looked amazing.
There's so many things in those movies though that look amazing. Like, you know, you look at like Stallone had to spend like whoever produced this with Stallone, because that was his child here. You know, his pride and joy. This movie, because he worked on this for years. This was something that he really worked on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Trying
right.
to read this. I wrote a lot of stuff here.
I didn't know that. I didn't know you worked on it for that many years.
Yeah, he worked. He wanted to get it made like years before it was made, and it took him a while.
Okay.
I do remember that.
Well, that's
Sweet.
cool.
But that is my number 5.
Amazing.
Number 5
Awesome
out
pick.
of
Yeah, thank you.
5.
Bill.
Yes, it is my turn, huh?
Indeed.
Time to blow off some steam. There you go for Arnold.
Okay, a few things. First of all, Pete, please, I'm begging you, don't feel the need to take anything off your list if I
All right.
happen to if I happen to have the same.
All right. I don't think I will this time because I got all notes. So
Okay.
the other ones I don't have notes for. Because I had other movies on my list here, but like I said, you know, I ran it down to 5.
Because you told me ahead of time your list, and I know that
I know. The last few times, I'm sorry.
yeah. Well, and I know I happened to pick one of the same movies you did for sure. So,
All right.
and that being said, and we were speaking earlier about firsts, and this is another first for me personally. I have 2 picks today. My number 5 and my number 4 are both going to be ties, which I don't normally do.
Now, usually I'm the man with the tie.
Yeah, and I think Tom's done a tie once or twice.
No, Jason did the tie.
Oh, maybe Jason. Oh yeah, he had Die Hard.
He's had my
Die Hard
number
with a
one a couple
Vengeance.
times, but I never
Yeah.
said anything.
Okay, well, I've
We
decided.
communicate
I
on another
decided
level.
it's time for me to join the tie crew.
Oh,
All right.
Nice.
What do you mean tie? What are you saying right now?
I'm wearing a tie doing the show right now. No,
Oh, that's
Really?
fancy.
I'm wearing a bow tie right now.
Oh, that's even more fancy. Damn.
Dun, dun, dun.
Does it
Then we'll
spin
have
around?
video for the show. We'll have video for our fans.
It
Yeah.
does. It's a Pee-wee tie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And
I know I am, but what are
all that build up, and now for the disappointing reveal. Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2
Ah.
is a
Alrighty.
tie.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they are a tie because I enjoy them for different reasons. Because
Okay.
the first one is a genuinely scary movie, at least in my opinion. And the second one, there was already some comedy in the first one, but they just went all out and made the second one like it's like a remake, but done
Here's Campbell
just
going nuts.
completely goofy. and then by the third Army of Darkness, it just got really silly, like Mel Brooks.
Oh wait,
Naked Gun type.
those are from the '80s for our fans
Yeah.
and people listening, right? Evil Dead,
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
and like they were comedy. Like they had that hand when he chopped off his hand, and they're in a cabin or something.
Yes, that's an Evil Dead 2, and that's
Yep.
why.
Who's that male? Who's the lead actor there that does all that?
Bruce
that's
Campbell.
Bruce Campbell.
Yep. Bruce
Dude,
Campbell.
that dude's funny, man. He was great.
I just bought
Oh,
his
yeah.
book recently. I'm waiting to read them at some point. So I got like 3 of his books here. He did 2 autobiographies and he did a love novel or whatever. I think that's what he calls a horror love novel, or I don't know how it went like that. It's a comedy novel. It's a comedy thing.
okay.
Like just and I got them somewhere. I'm actually sitting right by my bookcase. I should find it.
Hey, I'm writing one of those. I'm writing a comedy horror.
Nice.
I think we've all tried that. Bill, remember your one with the people in the not the mall, the warehouse.
Oh God.
Yeah, I forgot.
No, because when
forgot I
me
had
and
you.
Bill used to work together, he was telling me, "Man, I got this perfect idea for a horror comedy." I was like, "What?" We got this like Tarantino vibe to it. I was like, "Okay, what's going on?" He goes, "What about these people who are in the warehouse trying to fight zombies, ghouls, and all this other stuff, and then also at the same time trying to fight these other criminals?" Wasn't that the thing that you wanted to do there, Bill?
Well, I think I had ideas for the sequels that have monsters and stuff. Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, it was like everybody
Yeah.
in the warehouse, something with the warehouse stuff.
God,
and-
I remember that script. I remember working on that with you.
Yes.
Like, man, oh my God, it brings back memories.
Hell
He
yeah.
used to talk to me about that, Sam, all the time. He said, "I got this perfect idea for something in the warehouse." Okay.
Wardolph's warehouse.
Yes.
Hold
that
on
was
one
good.
sec.
So, all right. Well, hey, no shame in having a tie for your number 5. That's all good.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And I'll be back
Oh,
with
yeah.
that later on.
Evil Dead was 81, and the second one's 87.
Oh, it was that big of a gap. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Thought they made him like pretty close to. That's interesting. Okay, that's cool. I did not know that. I learned something today.
And you know there's going to be a 4th, even though they had the remake.
They keep
doing it.
saying they're gonna make a 4th. I don't
Yeah.
know if that's ever gonna happen.
It's called Evil Dead Rises if they do it.
Because I feel like the TV show was like the 4th movie.
Yeah, the TV show was great. TV show was something else.
Yeah.
I love it. It was 3 seasons. 3 seasons long. It had
Yeah.
it had Lucy Lawless,
Mm-hmm.
Xena,
That's true.
you know, and new partners for Ash.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
so-
yeah. No, it was a pretty
Yeah.
good show. I like the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All about the Necronomicon and all that good stuff.
Okay, my number 4.
Sorry about that.
All right, so my number 4 is actually gonna probably bum everybody out, and I apologize in advance for that. But I really do enjoy this movie. It's a very serious movie, and it's called Elephant.
Heard
And
of-
it's directed, I think, written and directed by Gus Van Sant, who I think is more famous for making Good Will Hunting. He made this in like the early 2000s, I think, and it's like the day in the life of a school shooting. But like what makes this interesting is that we focus on different people that's involved in the shooting throughout the course of the day. So like we'll focus on this one kid who, you know, we see his story or whatever and leads up to the shooting, and then we go back and we focus on this girl, and then we see her stuff, what's going on, and then it goes to the shooting. It even focuses on the 2 shooters, what they up to and what led to the shooting and everything. And it's a really depressing movie. I'm not gonna lie right now. It's really a bummer. But the idea is really neat. I like the multi-sectional stories, how they intersect like that. And it's a very brilliant movie, and it's a hard watch. I don't watch it very often, but I think it was done very well. The only complaint I might have on it is that it can be a little slow, because there are like scenes where just like people walking like down a sidewalk for like 5 minutes, and that kind of irks me a bit. But then something crazy will happen, and then it's like, oh, okay, yeah. So, very depressing movie. Sorry to bring everyone down. But my number 4 is called Elephant.
That's a lot of stuff going on with that stuff anymore. Like, you hear about that stuff a lot. Eminem did the song recently about that too, about the shootings and stuff and everything in Las Vegas.
Right.
But yeah, it's that right there is surreal. I do remember seeing that years ago, and it is a good movie. I just don't remember anything from it now. I'm 43. I'm at that point in age where you forget stuff. You see the stuff, you're like, oh yeah, it's a good movie. Next thing you know, like you start talking about it, you go, I don't remember.
Yeah, and I don't watch it very often. Like I said, I watched it a couple of times, because it's just such a, like I said, it's kind of a bleak movie, but it's still done very well. So
he's done a lot of really good movies too, though. Besides Good Will Hunting and that, I can't remember all the other ones he's done, but he has.
Yeah, he's done a lot. Yeah, I just wanted to name like the most famous thing he's probably known for.
Okay. I mean, okay, like here I am trying to cover that. Like, how do I follow Elephant? That's amazing, dude.
Very careful.
But my number 4 is going to be which one?
All right.
I'll go Edge of Tomorrow for number 4.
Nice.
It's I have notes here. It's 2014. Has everybody seen Edge of Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Live, die, repeat.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Give me a second. I'm going to read here. Okay. This science fiction film stars Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt in the lead roles. The story revolves around Major William Cage. Tom Cruise plays him, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Who goes on reliving the same day over and over again. The concept of time loop is used with exciting visuals and groundbreaking special effects. The movie is somewhat inspired from movies like Groundhog Day and I guess Starship Troopers. I haven't seen Starship Troopers, but they say it's based on it, inspired by it.
The space part of it.
But anyway, it's a fast-paced action and compelling direction, makes a thoroughly entertaining movie. The film is unexpectedly comedic and has a clever story with a good twist. This unexpected and expertly designed movie is a must-watch, which is weird, but there you go.
One of the movies that got postponed is the sequel.
It's a crazy movie, though. Edge of Tomorrow, 2014.
That's when Tom Cruise looked like he was on Oprah. No, I'm just kidding.
Really?
No. He was jumping around on the chair and stuff and all that.
But, I mean, Zany, did you see it, Edge of Tomorrow?
No, you know what? I'm behind on.
I mean, it's like a Groundhog Day, I guess. You relive the same day, I guess.
But in space.
I'm behind on the movies today. Like I haven't seen.
He is kind
anybody's
of weird.
picks.
He is a weird show.
Yeah.
If you've seen Happy Death Day, it's the same concept.
Pete, it's your show.
Well, I'm gonna have to see it right away because I love that concept. I'm always into stuff where days repeat like that.
That's my number 4, I
In
guess.
fact, there's possibly my favorite episode of my favorite show, Supernatural. There's an episode like that, and it's definitely one of my top 5 favorite episodes.
Yeah, I think you'd like it, Bill. I think you'd like the movie. You should definitely check it
You've
out.
seen it, Jay?
I have. Yes, I have. I mean, if I had to watch it for the same reason. It had involved a time travel loop thing, so I had to definitely check it out.
Isn't Deja Vu with Denzel Washington like that too?
Yeah, somewhat.
It's not a time loop per se. It's he's able to like look into the past. So yeah, it's not quite a time loop, but that's
Similar.
Yeah, very underrated time travel movie. I don't know why no one talks about it.
Which Deja Vu or Edge of Tomorrow?
Well, Deja Vu.
You know what's
Oh,
weird?
probably both,
I'm
actually.
thinking about this right now. I could be wrong, but you know what I'm thinking, guys? And fans, everyone listening? This is our first one with Tom Cruise, which is weird.
Yeah.
He's a great lead male actor, you know? I mean,
That is very strange. That's a good point, though. We have not. Wow, that is weird.
Well, you know why? Because
you hate him.
Tom Cruise has a clause in his contract that he won't be in movies titled A through D, so he had to wait to E to start up.
Hey, wait, you forgot about one. You forgot about one from him, Days of Thunder.
That's
Oh,
funny, too.
damn it!
Cool.
And Cocktail.
Oh, Lord. You got
Oh
Jason.
no!
Cocktail.
He broke his own contract.
And you got Jason with C and D.
Oh, no.
Oh my god! Tom Cruise got to sue himself.
Yeah. I mean, you did a C movie and a D movie.
That was a good theory, though.
He broke his own contract.
Damn.
All right, awesome. Pete, I believe you are up.
I'm going to talk from hell right now and say my number 4.
Holy crap.
Okay, I did not expect that. It kind of scared me.
I know we said it was his show.
Just imagine that my head's turning around as I'm talking about this and stuff.
He's really.
Oh, wow.
You're doing great. You're doing great, Pete.
I was not expecting.
There's no
that.
crucifix in my hand. I'm not going to put it anywhere where it doesn't belong. If you know what movie I'm talking about, you're saying, you know what? Piece number 4 is The Exorcist.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
It's turning around everywhere. Okay.
I'll be right back.
I'm not going to. He's like, that's it. I'm gone.
Boy. Well, we lost Tom. I guess we lost Tom.
He went to go get the crucifix.
You sound like the Macho Man in The Exorcist.
Yep.
Just that Slim Jim, man.
Yeah.
Hey, wait.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Pete. For the fans. Hey.
Yeah.
Did you know a crucifix? Jason told me the crew is a fix.
Yeah.
Crew's a fix.
It's been a fix since it started. If you haven't.
I rhyme a little bit. I rhyme.
The crew likes to listen to the fix.
It's a fix. The crucifix. Don't be a
Because
fix.
one
dude.
thing leads to another.
There's nothing we need to fix here, but no.
Well, why did you like it so much, Pete? For the fans.
Well,
Well,
it's
It's a love. It's really a love story, isn't it?
with Reagan and Satan. Yeah. No.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
We're gonna get calls. They're gonna be like, I listened to your show, and somebody was talking about fucking somebody with a crucifix. No, what did you say about that? No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, nobody said. What are you saying? Dude?
No,
That's
no,
weird.
I'm not talking around. If you've seen the movie,
Well, that happened in the movie, so yeah.
That didn't happen in the movie, dude.
It totally did.
I'll never believe you.
Oh boy, there's so much.
Is that why you liked it, Pete?
I'm trying to do the best PG-13 version of this.
What are
but
you
it's
doing,
really
Pete?
Oh,
hard.
don't even bother. Just
That why you
go
like
for
it?
Just
Really?
go for it.
And that's a
At
lie.
this point, just go for it.
Eminem,
Did you hear
where
me?
is that? He goes,
I go, that's a lie.
"Son, this boy needs Jesus. Help us destroy
Yeah.
these demons."
The power of Christ compels feet. Power of Christ compels. But anyway, it's a classic horror film. You're probably going, "Oh God, Pete's calm now."
Dude.
Well,
Yeah.
you've been exercised, so obviously you're calm now.
Yeah.
Help us
Let me
destroy
tell you,
these
brother.
demons.
No.
This boy needs Jesus.
It is actually based off a book. I didn't write down the author though, which was it was more.
William Blatty.
Yeah, there you go. And It is really probably one of the oldest movies that I've really loved. I mean, for horror wise, besides Elm Street and Friday the 13th, all the other classics. But this one here, when you go with your friend, and this is just a random quick story. When you go to with your friends to the anniversary edition, where they show the uncut stuff, and you see her climbing on the wall, and you hear your friend screaming, that makes it a favorite movie because of the memory. And my friend, if she's listening to this, she's probably going to kill Pete.
Your friend was climbing on the wall screaming?
No, in the movie, there's a director's cut.
Say, I don't know.
No.
I
The
do
director's cut.
That's not
I
normal.
have no idea
About-
what this guy's talking
About 20 years ago, there was a director's cut, if you remember, in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to go see it and stuff and everything,
Yes.
and she got scared shitless out of that.
Oh, gotcha.
So
She
she
was, "Oh my
wasn't
God."
literally climbing the wall. She was metaphorically climbing the wall.
Yeah.
Okay. You need to clarify that a little bit more better.
When we're talking about a
But
movie
Reagan
like
was
that,
climbing in the wall in the movie. That's why. If you remember, Reagan was climbing in the wall in the movie. So
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's true.
That was
She
one
got
of the
freaked-
deleted scenes, right?
yeah.
One of the extra.
Yeah.
And
something
the-
like
Well,
that.
it's
Yeah,
all about
something
Linda
like that,
Blair. She does a real good job in that movie.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that
Oh,
was
she's
her first
fantastic.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they say it ruined her life. Like,
Who
she-
said that? Nobody
I've
said
heard
that to
that. I
me.
could be wrong, but I've heard that. Because she could.
That
I kind of can see that. Because
Never
she had to
get
do a
another
lot
role.
of physical stuff and a lot of mental scarring shit while making that
Yeah.
movie. So I can imagine,
Plus-
what kind of impact that would leave on someone.
Plus,
But that
how-
really gave her a franchise, that gave her a career, I mean, even though it messed her up, it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know if it messed her up.
But how old was she during that?
She was like a
Young.
teenager, I think, like
yeah.
13, 14 maybe.
I think I've read 13. If I'm correct when I was looking at the notes.
And she had to do all that stuff at the age of 13. So
Yeah,
think about that for a second.
Oh, she was 13, huh? I had no idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let Bill do his number 4. I got to run do something real fast, if you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna say what, but yeah, if you watch the movie, you might piss yourself if you wait too long. But anyway, I'll be back.
All right.
It is kind of weird movie. I have to admit, I guess.
Actually, I have a story on his choice there
Okay.
before I do mine.
Cool.
As you guys said, it was a book, but did you know that the book was based off a true story?
I have heard that, yes.
And in real life, it was a boy, not a girl, and
Oh.
and also when I was in grade school, the priest at my grade school in 7th and 8th grade, he told us one day in church that he was actually one of the priests that was there during the real thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. I kind of freaked out when I was like freaked out, but at the same time I thought it was neat, like that he was there. And
Yeah, that's interesting.
yeah,
I have no comment.
because he was real up there in age. Unfortunately, he passed away, since then. But yeah,
Weird.
yeah. Anyway, I thought, I'd share that little tidbit.
Awesome.
My next, as I said, I have another. I went from not doing ties to having 2 ties in one list.
Oh, God.
I don't know how you did it.
All right.
And because I can't decide which is better, and they're directly related, so I'm kind of partial to the sequel, but that's because I saw it in the theater and I saw it before the original. But the original is more like a classic. and that is Escape from New York and Escape from LA
Okay.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
with Kurt
Huh.
Russell, Snake Plissken.
Snake. Plissken.
You don't hear a lot of people putting the sequel on lists, so that's interesting.
You know what? I was looking that
Yeah.
up, and I found that the first one was like, and what 8? I don't know if I wrote anything down with that, but it was like 85, right?
What am I missing here?
Hold
Somewhere
on.
around there, yeah.
And then the next one was like in the 90s, like 95.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
It's far
81,
apart. Them two. they're
81 and 96.
Yeah.
81.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't know it was 81.
Yeah.
So what movie are we on here now?
That's a lot of years difference to do the second.
Yeah.
It
And
is cool. I like the first one.
Yeah, the first one is considered a classic, definitely.
It's pretty cool, man. I mean, I could totally play that role now if we redid it. But I'm Snake, Jason. I'm Snake
Yeah.
Plissken, baby.
I could see
Okay.
that.
Oh,
I
I
know.
see. You know, okay.
But I think the second one doesn't get like you said, it's not on lists, but I think it should be.
Mm.
Definitely.
That's a great
And-
pick.
And I'm gonna be honest, I've not seen the sequel, so I can't say for
Both
sure
are
if
great.
it's good or
We're
not.
talking about Escape from LA and Escape from New York, right?
Don't mess
Yes.
with Snake, Pete. Don't mess with
Sorry
Snake.
about that, Pete.
It took me a while to figure out what.
Snake,
Kurt Russell, man, you can't go wrong with him being a goofball in an action film.
You did okay. Yeah, you did all right.
And actually, hold on one second, guys.
Okay.
Abby, I'm gonna be a little while longer, okay?
That is a pretty
Not
cool
done
movie,
yet.
though.
Mhm.
Snake, you have this much time to rescue the president. I think that's how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah, I still got to get that on DVD here, man. That's something I like. That
Welcome back.
Thank you.
DVD or Blu-ray.
Yeah, like I said, I saw Escape from LA at the theater, and I had never seen the first one. I didn't even know about it at the time.
No.
So that's how I was introduced to the series, and
That's a great pick.
so I'm partial to that one because of that. But then once I saw, the original, I'm like, oh wow.
The original can outweigh the sequel, but the sequel can outweigh the original sometimes. And that one there's
Yeah.
No, I think the first one's the best. Bill or Zany, what do you think?
Well, I couldn't decide. The
Well,
first
you've
one's
seen
more.
the second one in the theater, and then you didn't even know about the first one. And when you finally seen the first one, how did you feel?
I loved it. I love them both, but the first one's more of like a end of the world. Like it's got that
Yeah,
classic John Carpenter feel to it. It's like creepy. You got creepy keyboard music, and it's like a dystopian thing. It's all it's just got a creepy vibe to it to me. But even though it's an action film, it's like kind of creepy too. It's almost like a horror sci-fi thing, but it's not.
Yeah.
They got to
And-
redo that one. I'll try out for it.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
But then the second one was better in sense of like it was just badass action. Straight
One-liner.
up. It wasn't creepy at all, but
Yeah, I love the first one. I remember the first one.
yeah, one-liners. It was funnier and less creepy, funnier and more just straight up action. Just
Remember the basketball court where they're like playing for like his life?
Yep.
yeah,
It's pretty badass. Very cool.
yeah, that
I am the
was.
Duke
And
of New
he
York.
scores the points. I think he does show them how to play, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind
I'm
of
the Duke
like
of New York, #1.
That's a great pick.
Prince showing up. Everybody on the court.
Dave Chappelle, right?
Yeah.
Shirts and blouses.
Yeah.
Yep.
Step on my couch.
Yeah. I'm Rick James.
Blouses win.
Jason, go ahead, buddy.
Hey,
You're
it's
ready.
me, my number 3. Okay, so I bummed everyone out my number 4. Let's go ahead and bring the mood back up. We're going to lighten things up here. My number 3 is a comedy. Came out, when did this come out? Like early 2000s, I feel like. And it is Euro Trip.
Oh, I almost put that.
Oh,
That's classic.
And yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, this movie's goofy as all hell. And I really enjoy it. And and it's really just about these like college student kids who travel to Europe, and then they just have wacky shenanigans just happen to them. And they go to like different countries, like they go to like England, they go to France, they go to Amsterdam. There's a really funny scene in Amsterdam where the one guy thinks he's gonna have sex, but ends up being like a S&M type place, and so he just gets whipped. He just gets whipped nonstop. And then they take like a wrong turn, and they end up in some like third world Eastern Europe country. And yeah, there's just so many funny moments in this, and probably the highlight has to be Matt Damon singing "Scotty Doesn't Know."
Yeah.
That has to be the highlight of the movie, and that song really gets in my head. Like
I was
sometimes
gonna say.
I will just like sing that. Like I'll be at work and I'll be like, "Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know."
Is it me? Or I know she's in there. And I'm trying to think right now too. I'm correct. All the guys wanted to get with Michelle Trachtenberg too.
Yeah, and yes, and she plays a twin to like the world's worst twin. Like they start making out, and they're like, "You guys are terrible twins." Like, oh, you know what else is funny too is the Pope scene. Like the whole scene where they're at the Vatican and they see the smoke, and you're like, "Oh no, the Pope's dead." Like that whole part just cracks me up. So yeah, I love this movie. I never, if it comes on like TV, cable, or whatever, I definitely check it out.
It reminded me, like a lot of the comedy reminded me of some Monty Python.
A little bit, I can see that. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it was pretty random. Yeah, and the tunnel scene with the pervy guy. Like, there's just so many great scenes in this movie. I highly recommend it if you hadn't seen it somehow. So my number 4 is my number 3 is Euro Trip.
And with my number 3, we're going to go with Equalizer 2014.
Oh.
Now, here's what I didn't know about, and the fans, I don't know if you know. You might know more than Tom. It's okay. You have your moment. Okay? It's all right. But they actually had a series that came out on CBS, Equalizer. Did you guys know that?
Yeah, I did.
I did
Like
not.
it came out in February, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I had the notes here. And Equalizer, it's with Denzel, and I really enjoy this movie. It's a really good movie. Okay. And it's so good that I guess they had it in 1985. There was a show, and I didn't know this till this evening. It's based off that 4 episodes they ran back then,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I mean, I have notes. You guys want to hear it?
Yeah,
It became a cult phenomenon, though, because after many years,
It's really
like even if it was
crazy.
only a little bit.
Isn't that one of those movies kind of like
The Equalizer.
like Transporter, is that what you're trying to say?
I was gonna say
Dude, the first episode date,
What do you
right,
call it?
for the last one was September 18th, 1985.
John Wick.
Oh, yeah, John Wick's a good one, too, with Keanu.
Revenge film, pretty much.
Yeah,
like-
yeah, that kind of okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's like a secret agent.
Yeah, like a hitman almost, or
A little bit. Yeah.
Chloe Grace Moretz is in that.
Jason, did you know it was based on a 1980s TV series?
I knew that too.
I didn't know it was written by Richard Wink. Or Wink? I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know
that
how
I
you
didn't
know.
that I
I
didn't
don't know how
know.
you pronounce it. It was written by
Richard
him.
Wink.
It's
I really hope that's
W-
not a real name.
It is. Listen, I mean, you guys tell me. W-E-N-K. How do you say it? Wink?
Wank.
Wink?
Wank.
Wouldn't it be with
Not
an
wank.
A? Though? I mean, I don't know, dude.
Okay.
Wank. Wank.
But yeah, dude, Equalizer. Denzel's amazing in it too. I mean, you have to watch it if you haven't seen it.
He's protected. Well, not protecting, but he's getting revenge for the stuff that happens to Chloe Grace Moretz.
A teenage prostitute, and it's
Yeah.
members of the Russian mafia. Yeah, it's kind of a cool movie. I mean, check it out. On to you, Pete.
Yeah. A lot of action in that movie. A lot.
It's crazy. I mean, I learned more about it tonight. It's weird.
Now, since I'm random as hell, I'm gonna say it's Santa. It's Santa. Sorry. And if you know where I'm going with this, it's Elf for number 3. All right, I'm gonna eat some candy and eat it, and then get sick later. But Will Ferrell plays an adult elf that was adopted by elves in the North Pole. They found him when he was a kid, when he was a baby, and they took care of him most of his life.
Buddy.
Huh?
Keep going, but I'm sorry. I'm gonna be gone in a second.
Pete,
All right.
this is your
Keep
show.
on
Be
going.
funny. Be funny.
Sorry about that.
And our good old TV buddy from old school classic days, Bob Newhart, plays the adopted father, and he tells them about how he has another father, and that father is James Caan, who plays the character of. Hold on, I had it right here. I can't see the name. Walter. There you go, Walter Hobbs. Right? I said Walter Hobbs. Yeah. So, anyways, he's trying to like get reacquainted, Buddy the elf, Will Ferrell's character, with his father, and a whole bunch of crazy hijinks happens as he's trying to do it. His father, his real father, wants him to change his whole life to get into the same business like him, and it's just goofiness to the whole thing. And Will Ferrell, it's one of his classic comedies. It doesn't have to be like his R-rated stuff. This is like one of his first big PG-13 type comedies that he's classic for. And Zooey Deschanel plays his love interest in here. There is just so many goofy parts though in here. I'm trying to think of his name right now. Faison Love plays her boss, the one that works at the department store. And oh man, there's so much classic stuff. Like I was just saying about it, Santa and stuff. I can keep going down the line with everything, but that's very quickly my number 3.
No, I love Elf, dude. Everyone loves Elf, dude. I mean, you have a line from it, right?
Well, like I said, there's so many stuff. Like I said, my main one is it's Santa. and they try to tell me, no, it's not Santa. It's not Santa right there. He's like, no, yeah, it's Santa.
All right, I'm gonna follow suit with Jason with a comedy, and that is Empire Records.
Ah, nice. Yes, yes,
That's an old class.
yes.
1995. And yeah, if I love record stores and I love movies like that and it's got like a John Hughes type feel to it, and I love that. And they find out their store's gonna be closing, and the movie's basically about that. How the employees are kind of freaking out because their store's about to close, which is kind of bittersweet now because record stores are kind of not there.
Existent.
They were still a thing at the time when that movie came out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they still exist, but
Is that
not
like
everywhere like they were.
It's sad though, because you know that with our childhood, I'm saying everyone here, our childhood is like gone. I mean, I hate to sound like our parents, but you know, you remember when records was the thing, you know, or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But the thing, you know, and I remember wanting to go to like FYE and Sam Goody and Circuit City and all that other stuff like that. Like, man, I'm gonna go get my CDs, my tapes, you know. And now it's like, oh, it's all digital now.
The only one that's still around really is Best Buy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From that, and
Target.
that's not the same like it was.
Target got stuff.
You're talking about, wait, I mean, it's vinyl you're talking about.
I'm talking, yeah, in general though. Like,
Empire Records. That movie's based like back in the day a little bit.
yeah,
With the vinyl.
The lead male, I forget his name, but he did good in that movie. He played, I think, in King Kong or something.
Adrian Brody.
Yeah, that's him. That's him.
Yeah.
Adrian Brody wasn't in Empire Records.
No,
Oh no, I thought it was. So. I
maybe
thought
not.
was-
I'm thinking like Pete. I was thinking like you, Betty.
I thought it was Adrian Brody. I'm sorry. I'm
I
gone.
think it is.
wait,
Liv
No,
Tyler
I think
don't
you're
know.
right. I think you're correct, Pete.
it's either him or a guy that looks like
Jason
him.
doesn't know everything, dude.
If I'm correct,
I
Liv
mean-
Tyler was in it too.
Is it
Right?
not him?
Yeah, Liv Tyler was in it, and what's his name? Ethan Embry, right?
Ethan
And
Embry's in it. Yeah.
from Can't Hardly Wait, and
Yeah.
That Thing You Do.
What movie am I thinking of then? Pete, which one are you thinking of?
I was thinking the movie we're on now, but I don't know where Adrian Brody came from. But I'm thinking that was Adrian Brody. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I can tell you for a fact that Adrian Brody is not in Empire Records.
But I
I-
think I know who they're talking about that looks like him in the movie.
Oh, the one rocker dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's definitely that's definitely not
Yeah.
Adrian Brody.
I'm thinking that in my head, like, okay, yeah.
I can kind of see where you think that, but
I'm really
it's not him.
confused. I'm confused.
It's not him.
I'm gonna look it up right now while we got the subject going.
Why don't you? You
Yeah.
really should.
All right.
come on,
I know
bro.
there's a lot of kind of
Jason
famous
should
people in
know.
it.
If
I
I don't
think
know
Pete's
it, I know Bill will. Sorry.
Who said Adrian Brody? Who said it?
Me.
It was Pete. Right?
Yeah, but you firmly agreed with him, I believe.
I really thought that was it. Empire.
And I said that I know I definitely know who you guys
Like
are
the white
thinking, but
producer?
I don't know if it was him or
it
Was it John Cusack? No,
Not
John Cusack.
important.
No.
No big deal.
that's High Fidelity, which is
Yeah. I got my movies mixed up there.
an even greater movie. Oh shoot!
Empire Records.
You know what sucks sometimes about IMDb is that they'll show pictures that don't
No information.
the picture don't look like how they looked in the movie, so you can't.
Jason, who
Oh,
do you?
yeah.
Well, Jason knows. Jason said no. It's no.
Was Lucas the guy you guys were thinking was him?
Maybe.
Rory
No,
Cochrane?
that's Rory Cochrane. Yeah, no. Well,
No.
well, he kind of looks like him too. No, I was thinking that one like long-haired guy who kind of shows up in the middle of the movie.
AJ?
No,
What?
I don't remember what his name was, but he was
Burko?
yes, that's it.
Coyote Shivers is his name.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, looking at the pictures now, yes, he does look a lot like Adrian
So
Brody.
I get the confusion, but yeah, that's definitely not Adrian Brody. And I would have had this on my list. I just didn't think about it, so it would be like an honorable mention. So good job, Bill.
Thank you. Yeah, just like one other thing I love about it is the just random, all of a sudden the music and them dancing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I always like that those kind of scenes like that in movies.
Yeah, I do quite enjoy Empire Records. Yes.
So
Mark
that, yeah,
Ruffalo was good.
that's my number
3.
3. Yep.
Ooh, our number 2s. All right, number 2s. Okay, we're getting to the serious ones here, folks. So my number 2, as I would like to agree with Bill and put both movies on here, but I think I like Evil Dead 2 a little bit better than the first one. I think it's a little more entertaining. I think it's a little more goofier. I kind of like the whole where it just focuses on Bruce Campbell's character for like most of the movie. I think I have to just only put Evil Dead 2 for my number 2. Yeah, I have nothing really much else to say. I mean, Bill kind of said everything else about it. But yeah, and I remember watching this with you, Bill. I think we watched the second one first,
I think so, yeah.
which I don't know why we did that. I don't know how we did that or why we did that, but we did. And then we ended up watching the first movie, and then we're like, wait, it's the same goddamn movie. Like, what? What's going on?
And you
Like-
know, the really funny thing is I seen Army of Darkness like first
That's
years
great.
ago when I was a kid when it first came out, but I didn't know that it was related. That it was the
Oh,
third
yeah.
movie of these. You know,
Yeah, see, I remember too, Army of Darkness being in theaters, like seeing the ads for it, and I remember like, oh, that was like a cool movie. I want to see that, and I had no idea it was a third in a series. Like, that really
I
tripped
mean,
me out.
how many movies did they make, Jason?
Technically
Just-
4, but there's 3.
yeah, they count the Evil Dead remake as the fourth one. Huh?
yeah,
Because it has
kinda,
tie-ins a little bit to the originals, but
Yeah.
not really a sequel.
And they're working on a new one. I was just reading
Yeah.
it earlier.
I just mentioned it too. Evil Dead Rises.
Yes, you did mention it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm very curious if that gets made. I hope they make it, but I know they've been talking about it for a while. So
No, Bruce
anyway.
Campbell. Oh, sorry.
I was just saying my number 2 is just Evil Dead 2.
You're amazing. I mean, it's always amazing with Jason. You know, I mean, and Bill. I mean,
Agreed.
Evil Dead. I'm gonna have to watch those again. They are great movies.
We
Indeed.
might hear it again in a bit, but that's a different.
Yeah, I think so. I think my fan or your fans are gonna. Anyway, my number 2 is gonna be E.T. It's from 1982, and it's Steven Spielberg. I had notes, but I totally threw them away. I didn't throw them anywhere, but they're not here right now, and I'm not gonna look for them. You haven't seen E.T. Jason, take it over, baby. I mean, E.T. E.T. is an amazing movie. All right, it is about an alien, I guess, and
Drew Barrymore.
yeah, you know, we brought her up in previous shows. That this is her first one, I think she did, but yeah, I love E.T. Back then, I did when I was younger. It's a show. It's a movie that you have to watch. I mean, it's
a
E.T.
family favorite. That's what as they say, a family
Oh,
favorite.
they fly on a bicycle too. I mean, it's a nice
Yeah.
bike.
Nice swim.
And it's a fun.
Is it a Schwinn? I don't even know.
No, I don't know what kind. I'm just
E.T.
thinking.
is
of
my
like,
number 2, though. I mean, Bill, say something about E.T. for me.
It's awesome. It's excellent. I love
Okay.
it. Spielberg.
Yeah, I know you do. I know.
And a guy dressed up as E.T. scared the shit out of me as a kid. And that's
E.T. is amazing.
Reese's
Reese's Pieces. Reese's, dude. I love Reese's too.
Wait,
I didn't
did
know it was E.T. And this guy, like, it was at the St. Francis de Sales over here on the east side of Chicago. And you know how they have like the picture, take a picture with Santa. So
Oh,
it was
yeah.
on Christmas, and this person dressed up like E.T. And
Really?
they're like, we're going to go over here and take a picture. And I was a little kid at the time. I had to have been like, movie came out 84, so I was like 6. You know?
Yeah.
And I go, come over here. It's like this. Like, no. And I didn't know that was E.T. I thought that was some other, because the way it was dressed, I'm looking like this dude's like,
Hey, did they come out with another one? No, Pete or Jason? Do you know?
oh, they had the commercials.
No.
They just recently
E.T.
brought them
They
back.
have to come out with
Let's go.
another E.T., don't they? Like for the new
Not yet,
millennials,
anyway.
they need to learn about E.T., don't they? I mean, they don't have to, but I mean, it's easy money. I don't know why they don't.
Well, there was Mac in me.
Yeah.
What is
There
that?
were a bunch of rip-offs, yeah.
What do you say, Mac?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Mac and Me.
Okay.
Which I loved when that came out. I didn't know you know how cheesy it was because I was a kid.
But who doesn't love E.T.? I mean, any of you guys?
No, it's a great movie.
Yeah,
It's
I like
great.
E.T., absolutely. Yeah.
Steven Spielberg, right? Directed
Yeah.
it.
Indeed.
Oh my God. You know what I'm saying?
It's an iconic film. It's like one of those top 10 movies that you could say, like, you could play for your kids over and over and over. And
Hey, you have to watch it. If you haven't, go watch E.T.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's my number 2. On to Pete.
all right. In a galaxy far, far away. You know where I'm going with this shit? You're probably going, we're going to talk about the most classic sequel, iconic sequel, but technically it's the 5th. And we're not going to go to the whole Chappelle thing from earlier going the 5th. The 5th. You know what I'm talking about. It is Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back, and by fifth, that is considered Episode 5. This movie, I'm going to go without the notes just for a second, just to be funny, and it has been made fun of so many times, and it's iconic. That's how good it is. I mean, it's so classic. Everything. There's so many classic scenes in there, and that's why I'm going with this. Family Guy really did a great homage to this movie, even though it's a parody, even though and even Spaceballs did. But I'm saying, like, just Family Guy in general. You watch that movie, they had, I mean, not the movie, but the cartoon movie for that they did for the parody, and you look at how they did Obi-Wan with the Herbert, and you see that, and you crack up because you think like Obi-Wan sort of looked like that. Then you see so many like the drones and stuff like C-3PO and R2-D2 and the couch scene with Peter Griffin as Han Solo.
Oh God, yeah,
yeah, that whole thing right there just makes you think like, man, this movie's so iconic that you had to get homage to it just like that. Like just it's classic, that cartoon, period. So now back to the movie part on all the classic stuff that's in there. You got your Boba Fett scene, which is classic inside Star Wars. You have the cryogenic Han Solo scene. You have the you lied to me. No. You know, the father, I'm the father stuff
what
from
is
the
that animal
Vader.
thing? Isn't that in that one? The animal,
Yeah, the do 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 do.
Wait, what?
Not the Ewoks. The Ewoks are in the
I
next one.
forget. It came out. I forget. I shouldn't have said anything.
Oh, are you talking about? Are you talking about where they go in the garbage chute?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I don't know.
Well, that was in the first movie anyway.
Yeah, that's the first.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But
That was.
I love that scene.
But at this one here, it has so many iconic stuff that you see so many shows, you see so many movies. It plays homage to so much stuff, and I've loved this movie since I was a kid. I've loved Star Wars, the original 3, period, like since I was a kid. But this one here, that I could see why it gets so much hype. It's considered the best movie in the series, and if you see it, you know why. You got the whole land though, because the Calrissian scene, and if you don't want to talk about who shot first, if I'm correct, if I'm correct, that's the sequel that has that, with Han and stuff and all that. And damn, I can keep going. Jabba's in the next one, so I can't say Jabba in this one.
I think that's what it was. No, it wasn't Jabba. It was damn. I can't think of that little thing. It goes me. It talks really fun. Yeah, like,
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's in the poker scene, not the poker scene. The where you see Lando in the bar. If I'm correct, that's in the bar scene with that.
Maybe.
They walk into the bar.
Yeah.
The Space Age bar. But yeah, I remember seeing this. I was like, damn, how old was I back then? And I know I was like, well, it was 1980. I was 2, so I seen it when I was 4 on TV, 4 or 5. And I remember seeing it, and I was like, damn, that's a damn good movie. Like a little kid, like, being so hyped into it. That was actually, before I even seen the first movie, I think I seen that one. I think I seen the second first before I seen the first. But I had to see the first after I seen that. But it's just something that a lot of people could say how iconic that movie is. That's like one of those movies you just keep talking about like for ages, like all the crazy stuff that happened in that movie.
Indeed.
It's a never ending story.
Agreed.
It's never ending.
I like it.
I love it.
There you go. Try to look at my notes.
You left us all speechless, Pete.
That's a great pick.
Oh yeah, he got his hand cut off in that one too.
Maybe I'm not thinking of the right one though.
Yeah.
Was that Pete? Was that the first one they made when they started making the new ones?
Which one?
No.
Empire Strikes Back. Was that the first one?
No. That wasn't the new one.
Second, right?
No, this is technically the second movie, but it's the 5th.
It was the early 80s.
I know it's confusing.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
might
I know.
be a different one.
I'm sorry.
They all make great ones, though. I love all those. Yeah, they're great.
I like, people didn't like the last three, but I like how everything got connected. Like, you had your origin in the 90s, you had your original in the late 70s, 80s, and then you had like, okay, this is what happened to everybody after the ones in the 80s, like now.
I haven't seen the most recent one, but I love the first two of the new trilogy. But I haven't seen the final, what was it?
They're all great.
Rise of
Oh,
Skywalker.
the Rise of Skywalker.
No,
Yeah.
I haven't
Little
seen
Yoda,
that
right?
one.
Like the little Yoda's coming back. Like I've seen a lot of little Yodas.
Oh, I love
the
the man.
Mandalorian.
Jason, wait, let Jason talk here. This is his moment. You love the little Yoda, dude? I love the little Yoda.
I do like the show. Yes, absolutely.
It's a show now? I didn't even know it was. I thought it was a movie.
No, you little Yoda's in the show, The Mandalorian.
They have a
Yeah.
show out, guys? You didn't even tell me?
Yeah, Disney Plus.
Sorry, dude.
Disney freaking Plus. Jeez, man. Made me look like I'm okay.
All right, Bill. I think it's your number 2.
Awesome pick, Feet. I really love Star Wars.
That was
Thank
a good one. All right. My number 2 is not his first movie, but his first popular movie. It was the one that kind of jump started a series of movies that were in the late 80s and all throughout the 90s. And I'm talking about Ernest Goes to Camp,
Oh.
Hey,
Okay.
Ron.
which I believe is very underrated. And I like it that much that I put it as my number 2 pick because
Okay.
I think it's a great movie. And it's got a great message. It's hilarious. It's silly. I grew up watching Ernest. I love Ernest, and like I said, it had a great message because they're trying to. It was like this greedy company is trying to tear down the camp and build some crap, and
It was hilarious, Bill. I mean,
Mhm.
Wait, which one? Which one is it?
it's Ernest Goes to Camp,
Camp.
1987.
Okay.
Yep.
And I think that was the first movie.
Well, I found out he made a few things before that, but that was the first, like, with his name or Ernest does whatever,
No. Okay. No. All right.
Jason's right. They did make a lot of movies like that with Ernest.
Yeah.
there's a rumor
definitely.
that John Cena might be taking the role of Ernest.
What?
I kid you not.
Really?
No,
What?
I'm not kidding.
No. What?
He's funny, dude. He's funny.
I'm not lying. I swear to God.
Maybe
That-
he didn't make me. I mean, it's funny. He made me laugh, I guess.
That's just a funny
That's
funny image.
I don't know about
I'd
that.
say John Cena, dude.
That's like the last. I mean, if you said somebody, just random person was gonna do it, then it would be like, okay, that's interesting.
That's
John
unreal.
Cena is like, what?
Great. The whole show
I used to
was
look
great.
online about that.
I was,
He's like,
I
oh,
was so
shit.
happy, but now I'm happy. John
Wow.
Cena, dude, and play Ernest. Oh god.
He has the face, man. You see him with hair?
Did you?
No,
did
I
you-
haven't. Maybe. Yeah.
Did you hear The Rock is gonna be Mr. Bean now?
Yep.
I don't think he has the talent to do that. Anyway, he sucks as an
That's
actor.
funny.
Everybody knows that. You think that guy could cry on cue? I don't think so.
Hey, Vern.
All right.
Hey, Vern. Oh, sorry. Vern's not here right
Burn.
now. Yeah.
You believe The Rock was like the #1 actor in America, dude, for like a few years?
Yeah.
That's a joke.
Yeah.
It's a joke. That's a
Oh,
joke.
you were right though.
The guy, can't-
I mean,
he
if-
has no range at all, you know. I mean, but,
Now
I
Vin
mean,
Diesel-
Oh, I
why
thought-
we're failing, you know.
no,
why we're-
I thought you meant like box office wise, because he probably was for a
I don't
minute.
even know about that. Probably that too. That's a sad day. I know. Don't worry, we're coming. Zany's gonna be on there soon, maybe.
Skyscraper killed it all though. So
I mean, look at Arnold. I enjoy watching him, but he's not like the greatest, most versatile actor in the world.
I mean, I
Fair
like
point.
Dwayne.
It's
I
a
like
fair
Dwayne
point.
The Rock Johnson. I mean, he's pretty good. I mean, you have to say.
Yeah.
oh
You have Kevin Hart. I think he was number 2,
yeah.
but I don't know why. I mean, I don't know.
He's funny.
Yeah, he's funny, but he just shouts everything he says. I don't know what I'm talking about. That's funny. I don't know. I could do that all day. That's
He
funny.
likes slap things too. He's like, hey.
What I do, man? I just yell all the time. Retarded.
It worked
We know.
for Sam
We know.
Kinison.
Why don't we give you
Oh, yeah.
just to do it? You read.
Ah!
I like Kevin. He's a great guy.
Yeah. Sam was funny as hell.
Yeah, well, we do need to step it up. I mean, I'll call SEG after if I had their number.
The cocaine did. Let's get
Right.
Sam went off. Let's go.
Oh, another reason I picked Ernest Goes to Camp is I could be wrong, but I think it's the only movie where he just randomly burst into a song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
and it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And there's a turtle that he's
Yeah.
singing to, and yeah.
That is all correct.
I love it.
His
All
movies.
right.
So Jim Varney was to this day nobody can replace him, and I hope John Cena doesn't take over.
Yeah, that's just very
Yeah,
random.
that's
Yeah.
actually all time.
He
I mean,
did a good.
you got John Cena, you got The Rock and Kevin Hart. I don't know why we're failing as a community.
He did a good Jed Clampett too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Beverly Hillbillies.
Well, that was a great movie.
Indeed. Number ones?
Yeah,
Yeah.
number one.
Number one. Okay.
Sorry.
Number one.
Yeah. And this is Casey Kasem with number one.
So my number one was already said, so there's not a whole lot of excitement behind that, but it's gonna be The Exorcist. I mean, it has to be The Exorcist. This movie left a huge impact on me. It was one of the first horror movies I think I've seen in my life. And the funny thing was I wasn't supposed to see it when I did, because my mom had it. And I remember one time I came in, she was watching it, and she's like, "Oh, I don't want you watching this," so she turned it off. And so the next day when she went to work, I was like, I want to watch this. I know no one's gonna tell me what not to watch. So I went and watched it, and it scared the shit out of me.
Oh,
And I'm like 8 or 9 years old at this point, and I'm like an 8 or 9-year-old watching this, and I'm like terrified. And it was just like, oh my god. And so I think that movie turned me into the horror fanatic that I am. And I every time I watch it, I
what
just
is it,
love
dude?
the hell out of it.
You're freaking me out. What is it?
I just said it. Now, see,
I
you're not paying.
I didn't
you're
hear
not
you.
paying
He said it.
No, I didn't hear you. What was it? What was the name?
The Exorcist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I remember Bill and my girlfriend at the time, we went to go see the re-release in theaters back in 2000, and that was a trippy experience on its own. Just watching that on the big screen, that was just awesome. That was pure amazement.
Going with Jason there, I was going rewinding to my review for it. When I see it in the theater, it was great. It's like when you hear all the sounds and stuff with the surround sound, and you hear
Yes, yeah. The sound really did a good job in the theater, and just seeing all the visuals all big like that and everything. And true story, actually, Bill has this on Laserdisc, and this is a hell of a movie to watch on Laserdisc, because if anyone doesn't know how it works, it's like a record player, but it's like even bigger. But like the movie is like broke up into 4 parts. And so you're just watching this movie about like possession and creepy shit happening, and then just all of a sudden the thing just stops, and it's like, oh, we gotta turn the disc over, and you gotta do that 4 times.
It is kind of scary.
So watching that on Laserdisc is a trip. Let me tell you. But anyway,
Yeah, because all of a sudden the room's dark.
and then there's this loud clunk noise when it's done. And then it just the screen just goes away. It's like okay, Laserdisc, that's right. So, all right, yeah, that's it. My number 1 is The Exorcist.
Well, you're okay, right, Jason? You're all right. Like everything's fine.
Yeah, I got over it. I got over it.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. But here I am. I mean, I'll do my number 1. It's Dumbo. Oh wait, that's letter D. Wait, that wasn't my number 1. It isn't Dumbo. Why didn't we have Dumbo last week? Nobody had Dumbo. A little elephant flying around with ears, guys.
Is that the animated Dumbo or the live action?
I don't know. I think it's a Disney movie. I'm not sure.
For Danny DeVito.
Yes, it is.
All right, well, I'll get off of D. D was last week. I mean, just like A, like when I heard the recap thing, if anyone listens to it, Airplane was my number 1, really. But Jason, he comes along. He's the man. Okay. Now they have Austin Powers, which is fine. I like Austin. Nobody steals my Austin Powers, baby. But
I can't wait to hear this number 1 E.
Okay, my number 1 E is gonna be Pete. Back me up here.
All
right. This is a little bit controversial. This one. I mean, I'll tell you all about it, but everyone who knows. If you don't know, then you know. And if you want to know, you better download the audio file or something. Because my number 1 is going to be 2002, 8 Mile.
Yeah.
By the director, I believe it's Curtis Hanson. Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know why that's why is that E? Why is that an E movie? I have no clue why. Jason, do you know?
Because the number 8 begins with the letter E.
Does it?
Then you got Eminem in there.
Hey, there you go.
Last I checked.
Yes, but
last I checked.
But it's not spelled out. It's just the number.
Well,
in the
I mean,
title.
in our thing, like we were talking, like we were going to do a show about numbers.
Yeah.
I don't know. Pete remembers, or
Yeah,
Jason.
I was going to put that in my number 1. I mean, number.
I don't know why I was looking on E and like 8 Mile came up. I'm like, yeah, I like that movie. It was kind of nice, And Eminem, of course, I support all actors that do their thing. And 8 Mile is a really badass movie.
Yes.
Okay. Do you like it, Jason? Do you? I mean,
I did enjoy it. Yeah, I haven't seen it since it was first out, but yeah, I did enjoy it.
I mean, I wasn't gonna put it as an E, but it comes up as an E, and I was really confused. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna say 8 Mile because it's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, I mean, everyone who knows it's about. I think it's not a true story, but it is a little bit. I think it's got proof. I think in it too. Eminem's buddy.
I think it's
about his
vaguely
his
based
life.
off.
I don't know if
his
it's about his life. Is it?
It's
like
somewhat
about his
similar
life?
based off of how he started stuff, and it's smally. I mean, not small. It's.
You've seen it, Pete?
I've not only just seen it. I've seen it in the theater. I love that movie.
Really?
It's a great movie. I'm surprised I didn't put it on this list because I totally forgot about putting it on the list.
I mean, is it really an E? I mean, come on, is it E?
Well,
like
E starts with. I mean,
Jason
8 starts
said
with E.
Is 8 really an E? I didn't know this.
Yeah, 8 starts with E. I mean, I'm saying if you EIGHT, so 8.
Yeah.
I mean 8. Oh, okay. That's my number 1. I mean, I go 8 Mile because, I mean, if you know Tom, you know that I've been in music and I've done acting and I've been doing a lot of things, but not many people know. I don't really brag on here. But, I mean, Eminem, that's the story of his life.
Pretty much.
Mom Spaghetti, dude. Okay. And he's got rap battles in it. I mean, I love that movie. It's pretty cool.
Raise your hand for the 2, 1, 3.
It seems like Pete knows it a lot more than I do too. Like I didn't see it in the theaters, bro. Like you went to the theaters.
Yeah, I seen it in the theater when it came out. Yes.
That's cool.
It's so, and when you hear that whole like him spitting at the end,
Right.
going up against Curtis, who is
Right.
our Falcon and the
You went to
Avengers.
private school.
Yeah, that whole thing right there.
I'm talking about Tom, baby. Or I mean Marshall. You know. Yeah, I like that movie. It's pretty tight, dude.
It gets you
But
hyped up.
Jason, you said, I mean, is it really E, like 8? Like, what are you talking about, 8 letters?
No, E is the letter, of course, that starts 8.
I don't know if you're trolling me or what's going on here. I'm very confused.
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling very well earlier today. I might be having some after effects. I don't know what's going on right now. I was not prepared to defend the fact that the number 8 begins.
Is
with
it
the
really
letter
E, dude? I don't know about this life.
I did
man.
not. Nothing in my life prepared me for this
What
moment,
do you
so I don't know
think,
what
though?
to
I
do.
mean, come on, you have fans.
I think I need an adult right now. I don't know what's
So let
going on.
Pete, it's your show. Why is 8 Mile under letter E? I mean, somebody tell me. I mean, I don't know why. I picked 8 Mile though, because I mean, that's my number 1. Nobody
Kim
beat 8
Basinger
Mile.
was in there.
Yeah. Oh God, she rides. I think in that movie.
Yeah.
Man.
Rides a bicycle or something.
There's a whole new meaning to that song, right? A
I'm
bicycle.
not trying to be funny though. I mean,
I gotta tell you, when I took on this job, I was not prepared for this moment at all. There's nothing in the books about
You only
this.
get one shot. You only get one
you had one shot, dude. Would
No
you
time
blow
to
it?
blow.
You miss it? Yeah.
Lose yourself
Anyway, go
in
watch
the
8
music the
Mile. All
moment
my
you
fans.
want it.
Listen
Jason
to their
had
number
one
one. Go watch
shot.
8 Mile. Eminem, I know you're out there, Marshall. You're welcome, baby.
Okay.
All right. This is my number 1.
All
Nice.
right.
On the beat.
Alrighty. Mine was already done, but
Uh-oh.
I'm going to go with the fun and rhyme this gun, if you know what I'm saying. Anyways. My number 1 is Evil Dead.
The first one.
Since we all talked about all this stuff about it, let's go to the premise of the movie and do like wiki, you know, because we all did it for the wiki, and you could take my tick. Oh, anyways. Sam Raimi. Let me just talk about him real quick. He's made so many legendary horror films and films in general and TV shows, and he's one of the iconic horror director. That besides Wes Craven, besides there's so many people I can go on here, John Carpenter, this focuses, like we said before, on 5 college students going to a cabin in the woods, and we're not talking about the other one we talked about a few episodes ago. No, we're talking about this cabin in the woods where it's the Necronomicon that starts it pretty much all. There's a book. That's one thing we forgot all mention here about the book.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Just call him ready to drop bombs, but he keeps on forgetting when he goes down. The whole crowd goes so loud.
Hey, correct me if I'm wrong,
ahead,
but
Pete.
isn't that a real book, Pete?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
There's a
opens
real-
his mouth,
there's a
but the
real
words won't
Necronomicon.
come out. He's choking now. Go ahead, Pete.
Go on, Tom. Go on.
Why is it
You're
always
gonna make
number
me-
one? Everything.
No, I'm
goes
not
off the
getting paid for
rails?
this. So go ahead. All right.
He's like, I don't give a shit.
Oh, it's always poor Pete that can't finish what he's saying.
No. But, you know, we have so much
Well,
fun
he
on here.
gave
That's
a
the
pause
thing.
break, so I was like,
That's the thing,
the
that's
whole
what-
crowd grows so loud. He opens his mouth, but the words won't come out.
Oh,
Well, it's
my.
pretty much Ash
Fucking
versus
everybody's
friends.
laughing now.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Pete. Go ahead. I mean, you're talking about Evil Dead, right? Evil Dead.
Yeah. For umpteen time, we're talking. But you know, like I said, I'm gonna say like different stuff though about this stuff. Dig in for a little bit. I got a whole bunch of stuff right here. Like, did you know Sam Raimi was a local fisherman in that movie, and he played the voices of the dead, the Evil Dead.
I didn't know any of that. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah. So I learned that when I was looking this up. It is considered to be amongst the greatest horror films of all time, also, and the most successful independent film.
Okay.
Not only that, but if you notice too, Ash Williams himself has become a horror icon. Now, me being the comic book person, let me talk about Ash Williams in the comic book. I wish and hope that one day, pretty soon, before he can't do movies anymore, they get Robert Englund and they get good old Jason Voorhees himself, and you know what I'm talking about, Kane Hodder, right? And they get all three of them in a Jason versus Freddy versus Ash movie, because that right there is badass. If you've never read a comic in your life, I'm saying a horror comic, and especially a crossover comic, this is the comic book series for you. There is 2 miniseries for that series, and Freddy gets upon himself the Necronomicon, and all the badass happens from there. And you read that and you're just like, damn, that's great. And you think Bruce Campbell, and every line in that thing, you read it, you're like, this is Bruce, yeah. And then when you see Jason doing his Jason thing, like, oh, that's Jason so much. So since we've done Evil Dead already, I'm going to also talk about the video games. There is video games based on this stuff that's just as badass as the movies. I can't remember the names of them right now, but they were on like PS2. There was on, I think there was one on PlayStation. I'm not sure, but I know Xbox had one, and they were great. They were really good. So that's my brief history of Ash Williams.
Oh, wait a minute. Like all 3 of you had Evil Dead, correct?
Yeah,
Well, Jason had part 2.
And I had a tie with 1 and 2, and Pete's got the first one.
What about Tom, though?
All right, Tom.
I don't believe you picked it.
I like that movie, though. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty badass, and the remake is it's just as good, but it's still they can't beat the original. The original is really dark, really twisted in its parts. You look at the stuff like the girl walking in the woods. If you know what part I'm talking about,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
she's butt ass naked, getting chased by the goats.
Whoa.
That's like really dark if you see that. You know what I'm talking about when I say that. But anyways, but there's so much great stuff about that movie in general that's why I put number 1 too, because I'm not kidding you. I've finally seen it in full, because I've never seen it in full just recently, like a year ago. And I've watched like tidbits of it, but never like the whole thing. And when I watched it, I was like, man, how come I didn't watch this movie sooner? You know, it's like, it's one of those movies, like, it's a classic. It really is.
Yep. Agreed.
Indeed.
Am I weird? Because, guys,
Um,
I really think that movie's funny.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of comedy? Like they wrote it like it's just really
well,
funny.
the second one's more of a comedy than the first
Okay.
one was. The first one, they actually tried to play it straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of comedy in the first
Oh yeah,
one.
there's a
but not-
little bit, but the
It's
second one,
funny.
they really went off the rails.
And
Yeah.
then on Darkness, going back with that really went
Okay.
there with comedy.
Yeah, that one. I think that one's more like I said. It's like a Mel Brooks type humor.
Yeah.
Or the Zucker brothers or something. Spoof type.
I thought you were going to
That
say
might-
Sucker Man. I was going to say that's Facebook.
Am I wrong though? I mean, maybe I'm remembering wrong. I haven't seen it in years.
I mean, there were like little gags, in the
Yeah.
second one, like when he cuts off his hand, he puts a bucket over it. He puts the book "A Farewell to Arms" on top of it. Like you got stuff like that happening. So
You even had your little eggs
Okay.
in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
You
remember.
had your Easter eggs. You had Freddy Krueger's claw
oh yeah,
in part
yeah,
2.
yeah.
That's why you like the second one, though. Jason, dude, that is funny. It is funny. It's a funny movie.
All right, let's hear Bill's number 1.
All right. So,
Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. Alrighty. It is another one that was already mentioned. And that is, you're going to love this, Tom. E.T. the Extraterrestrial.
Nice.
ah,
Yeah.
Nice.
I am not worthy.
Spielberg classic.
Number one. Number one.
Like Pete said, Drew Barrymore's in it.
But she's like 2 years old or something.
Yeah,
right?
but she's a good actor.
Mm-hmm.
And but really, Elliot was the star. But I don't know what happened to him. He didn't.
We grew up though with that movie, didn't we,
Retired.
Bill?
Oh, yeah,
Why you
he's
like
still acting. He's still acting, actually. He's
Who
in
is? Who?
the guy that played Elliot. Like, he still acts nowadays. He shows up in a bunch of stuff.
Didn't he retire?
Is he the good doctor?
Like, he was I don't know if you guys seen the show on Netflix called the Haunting of
The good
what was that called?
I think I own
know.
it.
Zany, Zany, I was just being funny.
I can't think what that was called. It was like the Haunting of Hill House.
Yeah.
He's the dad on that.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
own that, so I did not know that. I gotta check that out again.
Yeah, he's on there, and then he did a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, he still acts. He's still around.
I knew he did that
Elliot?
commercial with where E.T. comes back just recently.
Yeah.
Mm.
They made it
That's
look
why
like
I
it
was
was.
mentioning that when they're.
Are they going to make
Yeah.
another ET or what? When are they making a new one?
They should, right?
Gotta get Drew
The
Barrymore.
millennials don't know about ET.
They should make one where he comes back. Or
Oh
like
my goodness!
comes back
Yeah,
with his
ET.
family or something. Or...
You just say eat
Just
the
remake the first
He
one.
comes back and eats the family.
No, say eats the family.
I thought you said that.
Did he say
I
eat
said-
the family?
No, I
I
said
thought he said that. He comes back. He comes home.
He eats
Jeez, Pete. I knew you were going to be funny.
We want food.
You want to eat.
Now that's a drastic take on the sequel. That's a
He
drastic
wants
take.
food.
Hey, you were my friends. I'm getting back to here to eat you.
Where you're putting
Wanna
that
go
finger,
trick or
I don't
treat
know.
with ET, baby?
Where you're putting that finger, it's a rectum exam.
Oh my
They
God.
went through all that trouble to save him and everything.
And now you see why his finger's
Just for them
red.
to come back and eat everybody.
You guys ever hear about
Oh,
like
Lord.
the what is that? The Mandela thing? Like they said that it was ET home phone instead of phone home.
I never heard
Did you know
about
that, Jason? Like, does he really say home phone instead
He
of
says
phone?
phone home. No, he says
No,
phone home.
he says home phone. They changed it.
No, boy.
Mm.
Is that really?
I don't know if that's
Is
I
that
don't
really
know if
one
that's
of those
true.
Mandela things?
I don't know if that's true or not. I've
Me neither. I mean, it's not important. But I
Better
think
not be
they
one of
do.
those canceling things like they're trying to do in Eminem right now.
Look it up on your computer one night if you have time, Jason. See what happens.
I will do that.
Home
yes.
phone,
I-
home.
Oh Lord, I get what you're. Is that was that like an actual video or something where they said that was a Mandela effect?
Yeah, I somebody said it. I don't know who.
Wow.
It could be wrong. I guess I don't care really.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really believe that, honestly.
He had Jason fooled. He thought ET said phone home. He said home phone, dude. I don't know why.
I definitely recall
I
it
agree with
being.
Jason that he does say
If it's
phone
a home phone, dude, that's some kind of like smoking.
Ain't that
shit.
weird? Pete? Like I'll have to
I
Google it.
definitely remember phone home.
I do too, but I
Yeah.
think it's different. I don't know why.
If you watch What's the Worst That Can Happen, they cut out like, and you're probably going, here goes Pete with the nude scene stuff. But if you remember when they show Danny DeVito's girlfriend in there, the one he was messing around with, in the original in the theater, they had a nude scene with her, and they cut that out.
Oh.
With who?
With the one that the girlfriend of Danny DeVito and What's the Worst That Can Happen with Martin Lawrence and him and John Leguizamo.
I don't know.
Well, if you see that, if you've seen it in the theater, you know what I'm talking about. If not, I seen it in the theater, so that's how I know. She walks out of the bathroom naked, the girl, and Martin Lawrence and John Leguizamo are just standing there like in shock, like looking at it. And Danny DeVito's like, right. Well, that's when they broke in the house, I think, before Danny.
I'll look it up though. Yeah, I'll look it up.
But they cut that whole scene out. That's like one of the things that they changed in the movie. talking about
So
changing.
Jason, you really think he says the phone home, right? And Bill, you do too, Zany?
Yeah, well, that's the
Yeah.
way I
I
remember.
think he says home phone, which is weird, right, guys?
I still think you're trolling me, but okay.
I'm
Wait,
not
I
you made me
got-
snort.
The
You made me
music, the
snort.
moment you want it, you never. Oh, sorry.
You made me snort, I think.
No, no,
Pete,
I'm
are
not
you-
trolling you, dude. I don't even know what that
no,
means.
no,
What does
no.
that mean? What does
wait,
that
wait,
mean?
wait, guys. Is Pete? Are you familiar with the Mandela?
I don't remember, but I know the term.
All right, Pete, what do you think he says?
Okay,
Do you
because
think he
I
says
had a
phone
feeling.
home?
Because
Mandela effect means like they change, like well, like you. I
Yeah.
think it's like with the canceling stuff, like I just said, like with the whole switching up stuff in the movies.
Well, what do you think he says, Pete?
Well, he says phone home, but I'm saying like
All right, so all of us are in agreement. He says phone home. Okay.
well, what it is it's like people believe. Some people believe that we either. Well, there's a couple theories, but one of them is that everybody died, and we don't know we all died, and life just keeps on seeming like it's going, but it really isn't. And that's part of the Mandela effect.
Home
then-
phone.
And the reason we remember things differently is because we like traveled from one Earth to a different Earth.
okay, now we're talking some comic book stuff here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this segment
That's
took a
on my
turn
show. You gotta wait for
somewhere.
my show for that. E5E. You gotta wait for that.
We're now in DC universe with 52 universes, people.
That's why I had a feeling because what you're talking about.
I mean, wait. I mean, Jason's on a computer right now.
Well, technically,
He can look it
we're
up
all-
real quick.
I think Pete was just
YouTube
thinking we're
it.
talking about like scenes being deleted, by a director or something. That's why I was explaining.
Okay, you know what? I'll look it up.
I mean,
Give me
we
a
have a
second
couple
here.
minutes here. I mean, I
Yeah.
think they didn't change the lines. This is how we remember it. That he says that because the actors in the movie say "phone home." Drew Barrymore and what'd you call him? Elliot? Is that his name?
Yeah, Elliot.
Character.
He says "phone home," I think too. But I think Drew Barrymore says "phone home," but ET says "home phone," which is weird.
All right.
We think
I'm
he
gonna
says
free- I'm-
"phone home," but I'm
I'm
like,
gonna freak you guys out here. I'm gonna share my screen. So here we go.
did you do it?
Here's the clip.
What did-
Everyone, pay
What does
attention.
ET say?
Okay.
Little Howard here will demonstrate by shooting himself 2 times.
2 times.
2 times. Okay.
I'm showing.
Go ahead, Grover.
Okay, here we go.
Oh,
Phone.
yes. What a perfect day.
Phone.
No, not like an airplane.
Phone.
I don't hear anything, people.
I think it
I
came
don't see anything.
from space.
You
Play
want to
your
call
producer.
somebody?
Big Bird, what have you been reading?
I am not paying for fraud.
You good.
Let's see what ET said.
Good. Stay here, stay. And don't tell anybody. Nobody. Be good. Be good.
It's now the Pete and Tom show. This is Pete talking. Not
Jason.
Oh, God! Elliot.
What?
Elliot. Elliot. I taught him how to talk now. He can talk now.
This is a cool movie,
Look at he
dude.
brought up here all by himself. Elliot. What's he need this stuff for? Elliot.
Oh,
E.T., can you say that? Can you say E.T.? E.T. 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 E.T.
we lost Jason, people.
Be good. I taught him that too. You should give him his dignity. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Phone. Phone? He said phone?
This might be the end of the show. I don't know.
Can't you understand English?
what does he say? What does he say?
Phone.
Let's wait.
It's not the end yet.
Wait a minute. He
You're
goes
right.
home.
That's E.T.'s home.
He said home.
I don't hear anything. That's what I'm saying. I don't hear nothing.
He'll say it right here.
Home. Phone.
Home. Home phone. See you guys? They
Whoa.
changed it.
I
They
didn't hear
changed it, bro.
E.T. phone home.
We all heard it back in the 80s.
E.T.
Phone home.
Phone
Now it's
home. E.T.
They
phone
say-
home. He wants
He
to
said home
call
phone.
somebody.
He didn't say phone home. He said home phone. Didn't he? Maybe he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
What's
He
all
did
this
say
shit?
home phone.
I didn't
I
hear
got you.
anything.
Phone home.
Now he
God,
said
he's
phone.
talking.
Now he did, yeah.
Oh.
But he
E.T.
says
phone
home phone.
E.T.
I
Phone
didn't see anything or hear
home.
anything, so I don't know.
He repeats what they said.
And they'll come.
Come home.
I believe he said home phone first. I never knew that. Thanks, Jake.
Weird.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he does say it both ways, so I don't know.
Well, the first time he said home phone.
I didn't see anything on mine or hear anything. So I
And then they said phone home. But it doesn't matter.
I wonder why Pete didn't get that. Why it wasn't.
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you think about that, Jason? Ain't that weird a little bit? That he said
That
home
yeah, I
phone?
mean that's interesting. I don't know. I mean,
You didn't,
it's funny
you didn't
how
remember it that
the
way.
the phone home like got the more popular part, but he did say home phone at the beginning, so I don't know. That's interesting.
That's what he said, yeah.
So
Strange.
I don't know.
Then he repeats what the kids say, phone home.
Maybe
Well-
they thought maybe the kids thought he was Yoda and he was talking backwards. So instead of home phone, they said, oh no, he clearly said phone home. So
Yeah, when I heard that, I didn't believe it either. I was like, really? Home phone?
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
whatever.
know.
Learn
Movie-
something every day. Home phone first, then phone home.
Uh,
All right.
Pete didn't get to see it, I guess.
No. It
one
didn't
of the
Yeah, I don't know why.
He's
one of-
scared.
one of the popular examples is Fruit Loops. They say that Fruit Loops that because now it's FROOT.
Yeah.
Before they
Oh, that was
what-
pretty cool, though. You
wasn't
shared
it just spelled fruit when we were kids?
I thought so too. I really did. I really thought it was spelled regularly fruit, like FRUIT, and not OOT.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I don't.
They say it's
I don't-
always been OO, but we remember it being
Yeah, I don't mean to be difficult, but I kind of do remember as a kid it being the double O's.
Hmm.
But I mean, it's hard to say. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just remember always seeing it with the double O's.
Maybe
like,
we
my
got
entire
the-
life.
Maybe we got the Centrella certified, whatever.
Like your
brand.
whole life, you're gonna think that ET said phone home, but really he said home phone to them.
you know what's funny is Pete
Weird,
picked
right?
the Empire Strikes Back, and that was one of the Mandela effects too. That they said the scene where he says, "I'm your father."
Mhm.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that one.
He said
where
he doesn't actually
I
say.
am your. He
Yeah.
doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that true? You think about the other one?
Wow, that's
Where
a
we-
mind-blower.
we
He
remember
goes,
him saying,
Luke, I
"Luke,
am your
I'm your
father.
father." Yeah,
Well, that might just be just us misremembering it.
Yeah.
So that's
Then they said he doesn't say that. Zany's right. They did change that.
yeah,
too.
that's a popular one too. And the
Yeah.
Berenstain Bears.
Bernstein Bears.
Yeah,
Yes.
like wasn't
I
it
don't
Berenstein? And now it's Stain, like AIN.
now that one I can never remember.
I think it
'Cause
was.
I had those books.
I
had
think it
those
was
books when I was a kid.
EIN. It was EIN.
Yeah,
Dude, I don't know
was,
what I
right?
brought up. I mean, I didn't do it, but I'm just saying.
I don't know.
Forget the Mandela effect.
Yeah, we got way off track, but
This became a conspiracy theory corner.
yeah.
Today,
tinfoil hats.
T5 conspiracy. T5 conspiracy talks about.
Next week,
Yeah.
what's inside Area 51?
Yeah.
Well,
In the letter F.
the reason,
With the alien Paul. Hey, Paul, how you doing, Paul?
So, we do the letter F and we talk about what's inside Area 51.
oh, I think F's gonna be a fun letter.
Yeah, I was.
So,
Oh, sorry. Go on.
no lie. I'm looking at the list of movies I own that begin with F, and I don't know how I'm going to do this. Like, this is going to be really ridiculously hard.
There's so many good movies with F, J, I,
Yeah.
and
Forrest Gump, dude.
it's
Yeah,
that's another one. You got Final Destination.
So,
you
we'll
got
see.
the flight.
I love those
Denzel.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah, I don't know. There might be a lot of ties in my list.
There's been
warn you all now, right now.
There's been
I
certain
passed the
letters
word.
that
Again,
If I
Jason,
can-
why does 8 Mile begin with E? I don't know, dude. I wasn't
Here we
prepared
go.
for this, dude.
My
Every
thing,
time you ask me that, I get a headache. So stop.
All right, I love you. I'll stop, I guess. I don't know either, man.
I had thrown an idea out, and if I can do it, I want to ask Jay because I talked to Billy about this. F is for family and friends, correct? Right. So I was thinking either A, trying to get them on here, somebody from family and friends from each of us, right? Or we
That'd
can
be
do
cool.
we can do separately on the side if possible, like to have our friends and family get the app that the way we did last week with the recording. I mean, we'll still do it like this, like where we're taping it now, but if we could edit in
Oh,
like maybe a family member or friend
That'd be
to
cool.
do their like favorite F movie.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like like since it's family and F family, F
Yeah.
friend. I mean, I was gonna joke and say we could do one for fuck, but that's a whole different category. A whole different
Is it?
series.
I didn't know. I didn't know it was. Jason
Oh
must
my.
know.
You could have said flushed because said movies about flush, things that we want to flush on the toilet.
Jason,
Yes.
do you know what that word he said stands for? What it means?
what?
He's
Never
doing the
mind.
mind thing.
If
again.
you don't know what it means, I ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna make it.
Oh my god. Let's wrap up the show before I have an aneurysm.
You don't know.
Yeah,
what it
I'm
means?
serious though on
I
the
don't
family
even
and
know.
friends thing.
If you don't know, I don't know.
So can we do that with the family and
I am
friends thing? or-
curious what Jason's answer is.
Billy, do you know what it means?
I
I don't know. I mean, it really means something, doesn't it?
I believe so.
It's I'll tell you, Jason.
It
For
means
unlawful.
PD. If I say, he's gonna say PD.
Wait.
If he says that again,
What does it mean? I forget now.
Oh,
Wait. We don't have to recap it.
I
We have a robot doing it. We
PD
don't
said
even have to
that.
recap now, do we?
Well,
You have a robot doing it, or
I don't
something.
mind recapping. I'm cool with us
Well,
recapping.
you're okay with it, Jason. I like you recapping.
well, what I was gonna say is, should we, when we did the thing separate, Tom, you were the only one that sent me a D recap, so I didn't. I didn't.
I
Yeah, I
deleted
forgot
that.
about that.
See, I deleted that from my hard drive.
I didn't include it because you were the only one that sent me that.
I deleted that. I sent it.
Well, I still have it, so I was thinking maybe I'll just add your D at the beginning of this show or something.
No, you already did the robot thing. They already did
Yeah.
D for all of us.
True.
I don't care. You mean B? I didn't recap. None of us recapped
No,
B.
you did. You sent me a thing for D at the end.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did. That's right. It doesn't matter.
All right.
Doesn't matter. I mean, Jason don't care.
All right. What are we doing, Bill?
You want to recap? Hey, Jason, recap your
Well, no,
five.
we
Well,
could
let's
keep-
recap for the
We
fans.
should keep the recap thing. Yeah.
In case they
Okay.
We
forget.
just skipped it that
All
one
right.
episode.
Okay. So you want my recap of my letter E movies? Is
Yes,
that what
yes.
we're trying to get to?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Here's my recap. All right, so my number 5 was Eraserhead. My number 4 was Elephant. My number 3 was Euro Trip. My number 2 was Evil Dead 2. And my number 1 was The Exorcist.
Excuse me.
Nice.
That was great.
Nice.
All right, my number 5. I'm going to recap my 5 right away. My number 5 was Earth Girls Are Easy, 1988. My number 4 was Edge of Tomorrow, 2014. My number 3 was Equalizer. That's also 2014. My number 2 was E.T. which I amazed all of you with Home Phone, 1982. And my number one was 8 Mile, the legendary Eminem movie. And that's my top 5.
Nice. Pete.
Oh, boy.
I know.
My
What the hell?
I was trying to do
He's
ET.
being
I'm
funny.
sorry.
He's just being funny,
trying to
dude.
do
I mean, it's his way
I
of
was
being
trying to
funny.
do ET. My phone.
I think he's funny.
Yes.
Sometimes he's funny.
Yes.
He has his
Definitely.
own thing going on.
You think I'm funny? You think I'm funny? How? Huh? You think?
He's
All
like, I'm a
right,
clown. He goes,
hey.
all right, Jason don't like that. Just do it.
I know. All right, here we go. Number 5 is The Expendables. Number 4, The Exorcist. Somebody get the cross. But anyway, number 3, Elf. Number 2, in a galaxy far, far away, I did Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. And number one, which we've done so many times over, The Evil Dead. And that was my top 5. Bill.
Nice. All right. My number 5 was a tie with the original Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2. Huh? Number 4 is a tie with Escape from New York and Escape from LA. And my number 3 is Empire Records. My number 2 is Ernest Goes to Camp. And my number 1 is E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Yes, indeed.
All right.
And
Great.
honorable mention, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Equator.
That it was almost on my list, but I took it off for Empire Records. You guys remember a movie called The Explorers?
Yes. Yes.
It was like the Goonies, but like space.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And for whatever reason, it's not as popular. Yeah, I haven't seen it in so many years that I didn't think I should put it because of that. It's not fresh in my mind.
Some honorable mentions we didn't say was which was the classic Enter the Dragon with Bruce Lee. You got the Jim Carrey classic, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Oh, I forgot about that.
You
Yeah.
got
Oh yeah.
you got Easy Money. That's a classic right there in itself.
Easy Money.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah.
Then you got Edward Scissorhands with Tim Burton
Oh,
and
yeah.
And Johnny Depp and Winona Ryder and a bunch of other classic modern day actors and actresses in that one. That's even Eye of the Beholder too. That's another one.
Oh, Ed and his dead mother.
Is it 10 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My honorable mentions would have been Empire Records. I don't know why I forgot about that. Election. I would have put Election. I'm not typically a fan of westerns, but there's one that I like, and it's called El Dorado.
That's a classic.
And it stars John Wayne.
Yeah.
And it's actually a pretty decent movie. I actually kind of like it. I'm not a fan of westerns, so there you go.
Thanks, Jason, for El Dorado. I am a Western guy, kind of.
Cool.
You sound like you're gonna be in one. No,
I mean, hey, I do play it. I have the look too, but I mean, one of mine was Elysium.
Buckaroo.
Do you guys remember Elysium with
Yes. Yeah.
Jodie? What's her name? Foster.
Yeah, Jodie Foster.
And Matt
Yeah.
Damon.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
a
a good
Western?
movie. And no,
Oh.
I mean, it might be in a different way.
If you look at it a
Dorado,
certain
though,
way, it's a
He
western.
busts out El Dorado. That's great, brother. I love it.
That is a great movie though, too. Though
Yeah.
my dad,
All right.
rest in peace, he was a big John Wayne fan, so that was.
Well, this
one
is
of
top 5, A through Z.
Yeah. Until next time, everybody.
Wait,
Sit back, grab some popcorn, watch a damn movie. No, I'm just kidding. You're like this. Pete had to go with the damn word. Oh my God.
Have a good evening.
Yeah, have a good evening. Yes.
Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.